I'm Storm, and you can too. Welcome to day 50. Last night I didn't have a lot to say. Once again, I really don't have much to say. Just figured I'd let you in on, after I shake the camera a bunch, a little update on how this is going. Much better. Things are good. I'm laughing. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm smiling. So that's all fun. Last night I didn't sleep at all. So, oh well. I'll make it up tonight. Um, in other news, so there was a guy that was, um, he was on Facebook, and obviously he was a Colin Kaepernick supporter, and I have no problem with that. You can support him. I don't, but that's only because I go at it from the sports side only. I feel like Tim Tebow is back in the NFL because he adjusted himself to play the game. I don't care about his platform. I care about if he has enough talent that he felt that he could go to a team, put forth an effort, and be picked. Tim Tebow is on. Colin Kaepernick is on. So, having said that, he was telling me that, well, he wasn't telling me. He was answering another person. But he basically said, F the flag, F this country. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull you aside on Messenger. I'm going to talk with you for a second. And so I did. I reached out to him. I said, hey, can me and you talk for a little bit? What's going on here? America is not even 300 years old, and look how far it's come. And he says, well, it hasn't come far enough. I said, now, you're right, and you're wrong. We're not actively hanging people in the streets. We're not participating in slavery. We abolished it. Segregation, gone. Women's suffrage, over. Like, we've come a very, very far ways from how this country started. He pulled up an article, and he sent me an article. Unarmed black man gunned down by a cop. I said, you know what? You're right. I have white skin. I will never know the struggle. I trust the cops, at least to an extent, that they're looking out for my well-being. I don't know what it's like to live in fear of the police because I don't fear them. I've been pulled over, I can't tell you how many times. Not a single time did it cross my mind that I might get shot. I've always been under the idea, well, if you're not doing anything wrong, nothing bad's going to happen. That's not always true. This gentleman was complying with the orders. Unfortunately, he was killed. So I agreed. I said, you know what? We're going to find some common ground here, man. I just want to let you know. Not everybody in America is out to get you. I actually actively want to be friends with just about anybody. I would prefer that we be friends, even. I don't know you, and you don't know me, but I'd rather have you in my corner than against me. And he started to change a little bit. He softened up. He's like, well, it's good that you and your family are raised like that, and you ought to be very proud of that. And I said, okay, well, if you're ever in my neck of the woods here in Iowa, he's from Maryland, so I'd love to have you on down here. I'll buy you a beer. We'll get a meal together. Easy enough. He says, oh, I come to Iowa all the time. I'm very familiar with the Des Moines area. I said, that's great. I don't know what you're doing here, but more the merry. He listed off a couple of places that were his hot spots. I said, hey, look, there's a hot spot that I know of, untapped potential, great beer, great food, great atmosphere. Come on down, we'll have a meal together. He's like, you got it. So just like that, and in under 30 minutes, I had myself a new guy, never met before, fellow living out in Maryland, we're going to be right as rain. And that's how easy it was. I took the time to talk with him and listen to what he had to say. He took the time to listen to what I had to say. And just like that, we're past those differences. He might still hate the flag. He might still want to kneel. It's fine. I still don't really appreciate Colin Kaepernick because I feel like he wasted his talent. He could have taken a different position in the NFL and he'd still be playing or be playing now. But that doesn't detract from the fact that he's a human being and I'm one too. And me and him can sit and have a conversation. We can raise a beer together. We can eat a meal together. We can smile and laugh and carry on and have a good time. It doesn't have to be set in stone as enemies. At that last table, do you want to sit amongst your friends or your enemies? On that day, I hope you picked the right answer. I know I am. I'm Storm Kelly, and I'm coming at you deep tonight.